I got a question a while back what the feathers in my quiver meant. Greetings, Little John here, back at the range. July 30th now. Had a short vacation with my family. And before that I actually did have a round here that I didn't film. I was about to, but I was joined by another archer and I didn't want to I didn't want to bother him with the camera and stuff. He's actually going to the European Championship now in a couple of months. And actually, he bought my book and wanted to buy a few more, so I was really happy with that. I might be shooting again with him later, so I probably made him done. First I'm going to do some warm-up shots here, and then I'm going to hit the course. Oh, by the way, the archer I met last time, who I was shooting with, told me that the other course nearby isn't closed after all. It's there, but it's not maintained, and it's really hard to find the targets. But I really want to go there, so perhaps the next video will be with a completely different course. So I'm looking forward to that. But let's get shooting. So I've done some warm-up shots. Not too happy with the results. I was hoping to do a little better before I ventured into the woods. It's so really hot and just want to get into the shade and start the round. Oh, by the way, my last round, which I did with my new archer friend, I ended up at 257, so I'm closing in on my record. Last time I did all shots by the blue peg, so today I'm gonna vary a little, perhaps a little. And also he told me that a lot of the blue pegs are really far shots, and that there were some complaints in the competition we've had. So I'm gonna go a little closer than the blue pegs today, I think. Okay, the goat. Eight, 5. So, the guy I shot with last time, he really liked my book, so I bought one, and shortly after he messaged me to buy 4 more. So that's really cool. He had some feedback though, which was regarding the graph paper in the back. He's shooting compound and therefore way more accurately than me. So he was asking for like a different graph paper that started around 400 and going up to 528, so it was more detailed. So I'm thinking of making like a new edition of the book, which includes that, perhaps like a second page with a different graph paper. So stay tuned for that. I'm gonna keep you updated when I have one. But he was really happy with it, and his coach also bought one. So why don't you buy one as well? No pressure though, but it helps the channel, it helps me. Also, it helps you. Alright, let's continue. 2 hits. I think the last one was pretty good. Actually, I gave that compound archer a scare last time because I beat him on this target. I shot 11 and 10, and he shot like 10 and 8 or something. Okay, let's see what we have. Okay, pretty good. 8-8. I thought actually the second one was a little lower, but still, nice shots. Nice. That's pretty good shooting. 10 and 8 from up there. Cool. A nice crow feather. So this is where I was shooting from. 10 and 8 from here. That's pretty good. I got a question a while back what the feathers in my quiver meant. If there was some like symbolic meaning behind it. And I've been meaning to address that, and well, since I just found a new one, maybe I'll address it now. And there are lots of flies today. It's really hot. I'm gonna make this quick. Well, the first one I actually found at my first competition, which was the national competition. I'd never competed before, and I found it, and I just put it in the quiver, sort of like a decoration. And then I found one here, maybe like 20-30 meters that way, which is really nice. I didn't know what it was. Let's see if we can find it. This one. The one behind here, which I found really nice colors. That one. Not sure what it was, but I'm thinking maybe an owl or something. Let me know if you have any idea. So I put that in here as well. And then my daughter noticed, we didn't talk about it or anything, but she started collecting feathers she found in the kindergarten so I could put in the quiver. So I've done that as well. And now, ever since I found feathers, I've just like put them in here, just like so. And as you can see, they don't look as pretty as they used to, but that's how it started, at least. And as for the symbolism, I hadn't really thought about it until I got that question, and then I did started to think about it. And I guess for me they represent freedom, because I never feel more free than I do when I'm out here by myself in the woods shooting. It's just, I don't know, it just feels like I'm free from thoughts, from obligations, yeah, from the world, really. So I guess that's what they represent, freedom. But enough about that. Let's do the next one. Target 4. Okay, it's a hit. I can't actually see it. I'm just gonna try to do the same again. Nope. It's a hit, but I think the first one was better. Let's have a look. Okay, so the height was pretty good. Really good, actually. But 5-5. Okay, so the first one, I moved my eyes again. The second one, I was able to keep it, but it's a little high. But still, 8 and 5. I feel like I've been shooting this ghost a lot, so I'm gonna remove it and shoot at the fox instead. Okay, so I felt the first one was a little high, but I was afraid to compensate. So they're the same height, but 8.18.15. This one's just outside. So perhaps I should have tried to compensate a little there, but well, 8 and 5. The rabbits. I think I'm gonna do the left one. Try to see if I can. Tried shooting a lot quicker there. So what I was thinking there, and actually, let me start with the last target. When I didn't want to compensate, my reasoning for that was that sometimes I released before anchoring. So if I compensated and released before anchoring, it would go way too low. So that's why I didn't try to compensate last time. And in my experience, trying to compensate at least, usually ends up worse than you planned. On this one, a lot of things is going on in my mind when I'm drawing it back and trying to anchor. And on this one, I decided to not pull all the way back, just to my pre-anchor and let it go there. And it's a hit. It's not a good hit, but it's a hit. But it's a hit at least. So it's a little to the left on both of them, but 5 and miss. Let's see if this survived. If not, I'm in trouble. Ooh. I think it survived. Let's see. Yeah, that's crack there is actually from repairing it, so okay, looks good. I don't know why I'm struggling so much with this one. I think that's 5 and miss. So it started really well, but now I've had 2 bad targets, 2 bad rounds, or 2 bad ends. Yeah. 5. Miss. I did the deer last time I was here, so let's try the pheasants now. If we can find somewhere to place the camera. more feathers. Something vicious happened here, I guess. 5 and miss. I was gonna say 2 hits at least, but I think it's only 1. Yeah! 5 and miss again. I know it doesn't look really hot today, but it is so humid and hot. I mean, like, I'm soaked beneath my clothes. I'm sweating from head to toe. Maybe that's the reason why I'm ruining what would otherwise be a perfectly reasonable and good round. But I'm not done yet. Let's do the snake now. Hits at least. I was really happy with the first one. I think maybe I dropped my shoulder a little bit. But still, only 5-5. That's annoying. I was hoping for 8 at least on that one. I mean, look at that direction. Perfect. And look at the height on that one. Perfect. So in the intersection between this one and that one, we have 11. It doesn't help me though. 5-5. Or? Yeah, definitely. 5-5. Terrible shots. So that first one wasn't as bad as I thought. It's an 8 and a miss. That one doesn't count. Okay, I really messed up these 2 shots, but it's really hard because I don't have anything to focus on. I can't see the rings, not the hits, nothing. Just a couple of straws that was in front of it. So this is, yeah, it was a good height though. Perfect height actually, but 5-5. Okay, this is a little closer than last time, which was 2-3 meters back. Nice direction, but too low. Too high. Wasn't that low after all. It's an 8. And the other one, I don't know, shot off some bark from the tree there. You can actually see where it hit, right there. But where is it? I saw something going off to the right, but I'm not sure if that was the arrow or the bark. And I don't want to step on it. Okay, I'm just gonna go look for it. Be right back. Found it. And it's to the right or left from behind though. So it went there and here. Doesn't matter, it survived. So that's... So That's an 8 and a miss. Okay, so I felt that the first one was pretty good, but there was a lot of straws in the way, so I couldn't really see where to aim. I saw some shadows, so I was hoping that was close to the 11, and I was pretty confident as I drew back the second shot, but I messed it up. I don't know, I think I moved my eyes, unfortunately. But 2 hits. One 8 and 1 5, barely. Okay, so on that second one, I think I managed to draw all the way back to my anchor in one motion instead of stopping before. But then instinct took over and I released immediately, which is what I do when I reach anchor. It's like I don't have any control, so this is an issue I need to address at some point. So that means it's too low. So that means it's a little low. But we still have 1 8 and 1 5. Okay, I managed to keep my eyes there at least. And it was 2 hits. Let's have a look. Okay, so that's a nice 10, perfect height, and just outside the 8. That's annoying, but 10 and 5, 15 points. That's pretty good. I considered lowering my bow there, but I thought like, no, I've got it. I can fix this. And it's a hit. It's a very good one, I think. Okay, so that was the raccoon. If I had lowered my bow, it might have been a better shot, but we still got 8 and 5. I guess I should be happy with 2 hits on that one. I don't know what I did, but I felt it was wrong. That's why you perhaps heard that no or nay. But let's see what we got. So I was really high on that first one, so I needed to compensate, and I did. It was a really good height. Perhaps a little high still, but I did something. I don't know, I think I moved my eyes or something. So we have 5 and 5. Really happy with the first shot, but I released a little, just a tad early. And the second one I released even more early, so not too happy with that, but I think we got 2 good hits. Nope, only one. So that's the first one, which was a really good shot, not a good hit though. And this one, a better hit, but not a good shot. So 8-5 again. Yeah, I suppose I'm happy with that. Okay, I'm not sure what I've actually been in contact with, but I've got lots of rash on my arm here. Have to put some gel on it when I get home, I think. Okay, what is this? I think it's 5-5, but let's have a look. Yeah, 5-5. Alright, 2 hits on the ostrich, not bad. That's one of the targets I struggle with. Just outside the 8. 5-5 on the ostrich. But now there are people shooting at the range, so I'm gonna have to ask them if I can do the last 2 targets, because they are behind the range. So I managed to convince them to let me do a few shots here while they have a break. So let's do the big one here. Okay, 2 hits. Eight and 5 again. So aim for the bottom one. 5 and barely a miss there. So 5 miss on last one. I probably won't make that competition anyway. It's in 2 weeks. Because, well, stuff has happened.